Hello there, thanks for stopping by. This video is meant to be a kind of starting point to help you if your lava lamp isn't flowing properly. First we're gonna look at what a functioning lava lamp should do, then we will go over a few basic fixes for common problems, and at the end there'll be a short section specifically about second-hand lamps. So let's go through what I'd call the 6 typical phases of lava flow. For the first 10 to 60 minutes after turning on the lamp, the wax will remain a single solid chunk and there will barely be any movement at all. Once the liquid zone that is forming at the bottom of the bottle gets big enough to flip the solid wax above it, it will abruptly break free and form all kinds of weird shapes and fragments. This can look pretty scary if you see it for the first time, but no worries, it's completely normal and doesn't mean your lamp is broken. The fragile structures then break down and sink to the bottom pretty quickly, and the last remaining bits of solid wax slowly disappear. Then the first real bubbles start to form, often displaying irregular shapes because the lamp is still pretty cold and the surface of the wax solidifies almost instantly. Over the next few hours, the flow gradually accelerates to a beautiful steady cycle of multiple big bubbles that looks like it's just gonna go on forever. Unfortunately though, lava lamps are generally designed for only around 10 hours of continuous flow, and keeping them on for much longer can overheat them. The typical look of that is either a lot of tiny bubbles that rise quickly and keep floating for a long time, like you see here, or a single big blob that just keeps sitting at the bottom of the bottle. Alright, if your lava lamp is going through all these phases in somewhat comparable amounts of time, congratulations, it's working great. If it does not, the first thing to mention is that lava lamps are affected by room temperature. If your room is unusually cold or hot, or if your lamp is standing next to a radiator or on a windowsill, try a different spot away from potential thermal disturbances, leave it running there for a few hours, and if you're lucky, it might suddenly start working just fine. If this doesn't help, the next thing you can try is a plug-in dimmer. If your lamp overheats too quickly, you can use the dimmer to simply turn it down a bit. If your lamp is underheated and doesn't start to flow properly even after 4 to 6 hours, you can try a slightly stronger bulb in combination with the dimmer. In any case, the dimmer gives you complete control of the heat generation and of course can also be used with many other devices, so if you don't have one already, in my opinion it's a very worthy investment. By the way, I made a separate video about dimming lava lamps a while ago, I'll put the link in the description. Just one little trick I want to mention: if you're wondering whether getting a stronger bulb will actually pay off, you can try wrapping your turned on lamp in aluminum foil for a few hours. If this improves the flow by any means, it's very likely a stronger bulb will help out too. As a small safety note, naturally both the aluminum foil and the higher wattage bulbs can be potential fire hazards, so if you give it a try, better always keep an eye on it. Now, a few things to consider specifically for second-hand lamps where you might not be aware of their full history. First, there might have been a wrong bulb in the lamp ever since you got it. Maybe the previous owner made a mistake and put in a wrong replacement bulb, or your whole lamp is an import from a region with a different mains voltage and someone swapped the plug. In any case, look for a voltage and wattage mark on both the lamp body and the bulb, and make sure that A, both values are the same on body and bulb, and B, the marked voltage is the actual main voltage of your region. For example, USA and Canada have 120 volt, while Europe has 230 volt. Second, it's possible that the previous owner, for whatever reason, tried to somehow modify the content of the bottle. Normally, bottles are permanently sealed, typically either crimped or glued shut, so checking for traces of forcible entry around the lid can give you a quick idea if your bottle could have been manipulated. As a last point, lava lamp bottles have a limited lifespan. Mathmos, for example, lists their bottles with 2000 hours, after which they say the liquid starts to turn cloudy and the flow quality deteriorates. People have reported much longer lifespans than that, but especially for older lamps, it's still something to consider. Alright, that was it for this video. If you encounter any problems I didn't mention, or if you have any further questions, You can, of course, always just drop me a comment, but the Lava Lamp subreddit might be the better option. Over there you can post pictures and videos too, and some users there have collections of hundreds of lamps and much more experience than me. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you wanna see more Lava Lamp and other stuff, please subscribe, and have a good day.